All right, what's up, everyone? Before we head into this video, first I want to say, obviously, thank you so much for. At the time of the script, it was 2,000 views, but now it's 3,000. Like, yeah, just thank you so much. Thank you for the movie recommendations. My friend Diego and I, the one I watch horror movies with, we started watching Exuma, but we've been pretty busy. Sadly, he works. And I've been fucking, school, midterms, homework piling on top of each other. Oh my God, I've been barely being able to piece this script together. And today's November 5th. As soon as I was done with the script, I got a call that one of my dogs passed away. Rest in peace, Roxy. I cried for like a good 15 minutes, but fine. I have like 10 more dogs, but still, she was the GOAT. All right, let's go. So when I was younger, I did have cable, but I didn't have the best channels people grew up on. I had, Dish Latino, while everyone had DirecTV, Cox. They had like Stars. They had a channel where it was like free movies. And my friends would say, oh, Ben 10 was my childhood, SpongeBob was my childhood, etc. And I'm here like, I can't love. Sadly, I didn't have Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney, nothing. I only watched SpongeBob at the Super Dentist with the monitor on the ceiling, and I barely started heavily watching Gumball when I finally got Cartoon Network. We switched from Dish to DirecTV in like high school. You're probably wondering, bro, what did you have? I had Disney XD. I had Disney XD, Channel 6 Saturday mornings. First it was like Toonami. No, sorry. It was like Toonzai. And then CW4 Kids. I don't know, dude. And then I had Spanish shows like Familia Peluche, Vecinos, El Chavo Animado. Like, come on, bro. What else could you ask for? What y'all know about Familia Peluche, bro? Holy shit. So I always watched Disney XD shows in Spanish for many, many years. And that's why I'm not an Osabo kid. I'm like many people my age and younger kids. Actually, yeah, I'm sort of Osabo. Saturday mornings, dude, I wake up to Sonic X, Dragon Ball Z Kai, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Cubix. Like, any of y'all do you know what Cubix is, bruh? So today I want to talk about two shows that I grew up on that you may or may not have watched or even heard of. Keep in mind, I didn't have Disney or any other channel, so I have no idea if these shows were Disney exclusive or not, Disney XD exclusive or not. I'm not going to talk about Star versus the Forces of Evil, Gravity Falls, because, everyone knows about them and people are like, oh, what y'all know? I grew up with those. I'm going to be honest, I could have sworn Randy Cunningham 9th Grade Ninja was unknown, but I literally just saw some fan art of it on Twitter like a few weeks ago with like more than 10,000 likes, and I was like, what? And then Kick Buttowski 2. Turns out everyone fucking knows it, and I was like, what? Yeah. So the first show is one that I think of constantly, and every time I bring it up to my friends when we reminisce about our childhoods, they all say that they have not heard of this show at all. The first one is called Monster Buster Club. So this animated show is about an alien girl, Kathy, and her grandpa, or maybe uncle, sorry, I might have mistyped, landing in on a town called Singletown to reform and rebuild the Monster Buster Club, or the MBC, which is a secret organization founded hundreds of years ago to, bust monsters. So she's joined by human preteens Chris, Danny, and Sam, who all have great designs and different personalities. You're probably thinking, huh? What the hell show is this? And the answer to that question? Peak. However, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I cannot for the life of me remember a single episode except for one, when Danny and Sam are fighting two robotic clones of them. I don't know. So Danny's clone throws his gun in the air, hits a pose, smirks, looks at real Danny, and Danny says something like, thought you might say that, or he's like, thought you might do that. I don't fucking know. He hits a dodge roll, catches the gun, and shoots the clone, and then the clone is
Blizzard! Thought you might do that.
It's a clip that I can never forget about because I've been thinking about it for more than 10 years. Such a weird clip to never forget, while the rest of the show, I can't remember anything. And it was him. It was so cool that I remember vividly when I was little, I was trying to replicate that item toss into the Totron. I remember never getting it down though, so I'm kind of dookie. Monster Buster Club is a show that really came and went. And I remember the show having the charm and a distinct style for CG shows, because most of them look really plasticky, and this one looked pretty nice. And I also found that the whole series is on YouTube, so I was like, what? Yeah, kind of crazy. The second show is a cartoon that has me by the thrussy, and unlike Monster Buster Club, where I can only vividly remember a single scene, I remember full ass episodes from this show. The show is called Kid vs. Kat, and of course, my friends have never heard of this show before. Dude, this show was my shit. I grew up in a Mexican household. I watched it in Spanish. When I learned how to switch the language to English, I was like, what the hell is this, dude? Like Alien. This sounded like Boo Boo. So I found the whole series on YouTube on, both English and Spanish. I watched a few clips, and of course, Niño vs. Gato is indeed better, dude. Holy fuck. I don't even have to search up a Wikipedia plot synopsis of this. I remember out the top of my head. So in this show, 10-year-old Cooper Burtonberger is chilling in his hometown, and he encounters a Sphinx cat. And his spoiled 8-year-old sister Millie adopts him, and the cat is now called Mr. Cat, but with a K. So Mr. Cat,
nigga was the devil, man. That nigga was the devil, man. Something was wrong with him. That's not human, man. You're not regular, man.
So Mr. Cat is actually an evil alien from outer space sent to take over Earth. Dude, this motherfucker is a genius because he has 2 brains, has Superman levels of durability, crazy regeneration, claws that can cut anything and shoot lasers out of them, heat manipulation from his eyes and his claws, he can run on water. Dude, basically this is immortal. Put Mr. Cat and, I don't know, versus Homelander, and Mr. Cat is just gonna spit on him. And Homelander dies. So Coop and his best friend Dennis fight and stop Mr. Cat's evil plans every episode. And the scenarios are, from what I remember, pretty cute and unique. I remember one episode, Coop is hanging around with a bouncy ball trying to beat his record of how many times he could bounce the ball without him dropping it or some shit. And then Mr. Cat's fat ass wants some cat food. He gets like hugged on some I forgot what it was called. It was like fishy treat, something like that. And so, Mr. Cat's fat ass wants some cat food, so chaos ensues at the grocery store with like shenanigans of Mr. Cat throwing the ball, knocking down a pyramid of cans. So Coop gets banned from the grocery store, and then at night Coop sneaks back into the grocery store when it's closed to get his bouncy ball back, and then he finds Mr. Cat trying to steal the food. And then, they fight, they tussle, they throw each other some punches. He throws the bouncy ball at Mr. Cat, and Mr. Cat grabs it, and it melts. And he's like, what the fuck? But then by the end of the episode, Mr. Cat is defeated, and Coop gets like the super limited bouncy ball that he wanted the whole episode. In the beginning of the episode, it's a little vending machine, and the bouncy ball looks exactly like the one he has, but it has a 1, like a red 1. And then when I watched that shit, dude, I wanted that ball so badly, so I grabbed a little blue bouncy ball, the ones from like, what material is it? Plastic, rubber, the ones that we would bite. Yeah, we would bite it. But obviously over time I lost the ball, probably like a day in, I don't know. And then a vivid memory I have is when Mr. Cat gets taken to the vet to get him declawed because he's a fucking menace. And the vet says, hey bruh, we're gonna need to take some x-rays. And then Coop is like, what? Because no one else but him knows that he's an alien. Oh, and Dennis knows. So they try to get the x-rays to expose his identity. And this guy, Mr. Cat meows. He's like, x-rays? Dude.
Radiografías.
Dude, I'll never forget that scene because one of my elementary friends, Dylan, I don't know where he's at. Maybe he's dead. His soul rest in peace. Dead. dude, he would mimic his voice so perfectly, so I would always bug him to try to do it. Holy. In 2008, I had a very wild imagination, so I always imagined myself riding a random ass cat off the streets. It wasn't even a Sphinx cat, it would be like an orange cat, a pure black cat. Man, reading the script out loud makes me so nostalgic. Kid vs. Kat is so fucking crazy and it's so much fun that I'm gonna have to rewatch the whole thing. And truth be told, while making this script, I was going to make a third show, a little segment about a third show, but I think that deserves its own video because holy fuck, this was the peak. But I don't think it's as underground. I think a lot of people know about it. I've never seen any fan art of it on Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. Yeah, dude, like Terra, holy fuck, that it was so beast. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all on the next one.